Hello, my name's Simonize, and welcome to another Simonize stream. Today, we're going to be doing an Ulduar speed run with the guild. This is our B roster with a fair number of alts, but we should still be able to put up a good run time. Our best time so far is a 1 hour, 16 minute clear, but that did involve a wipe on Oriaya, which cost us around 8 minutes, so we can definitely hone in on that 1 hour time here pretty quick. I'll be playing on this rogue here, Simonize 2, my combat rogue. We've got some pretty good gear on this character, but not the best, sitting at 4,999 gear score. We got the big Serenite dragon and a nice boot blade. Probably our weakest piece is this wrist wraps of the cutthroat. Hopefully we'll be able to get something like the Mechanist bindings off of Flame Leviathan, or there's a couple other upgrades we could get tonight too. So hopefully some good damage, big fun, and maybe some loot. Let's go fast. Now, if you're here watching on YouTube, please go down below the video, hit a like, or subscribe to the Simonize Show VODs channel if you like me uploading these VODs to YouTube. And if you're here live on Twitch, hello. Welcome. Let's have a good raid. Kierk, how's it going? Otter Dreadit says, Simon using the word slaps like he's young. Look, I gotta try to stay hip and cool, okay? I can't just continue appealing only to 25 to 35-year-olds like YouTube says. They give me demographic information like that, okay? Peach Peeler, hello, what's up? Daring, how's it going? DJ Dead Shirk says, Guten Abend. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's like hello. Read Index, how's it going? TikTok dances, I don't know if we could do that. In before Simon makes TikTok. You thought you were appealing to a different demographic? Admittedly, no, not really. Let me take just a moment and get some stream alerts out on a couple of different Discord servers. Oh, shoot, I forgot to put my video that I did today in this server. I'll just take care of that right here. Okay. Self-promo in this server, stream channel in this server. Right over here. There we are. And all done. Okay, cool. There's this Shaco green beanie you should get for when you do D4 streams. It's sold on Etsy. Shaco beanie. Is Shaco even an item in D4? Or is that a D2 exclusive? Classic WoW branded arthritis medicine going to be huge stocks in the retirement home? Oh, jeez. You guys, you're making fun of us for being old. Okay, well, anyways, raid starts at 8, which means we've got plenty of time to do a ZG mount run. Wait, I should not use the Hearthstone. Let's get on the Griffin. We'll just go straight to ZG. Harlequin Quest is in D4. Oh, I didn't know that. Did ZG reset yet? Let me check my... I mean, I don't really know. I'm not saved to it, though. I can tell you that much. You like the Pogo meter? I think the Pogo meter might be one of the possibly the best weak ore of all time. This is... Let me show you guys. This is the Pogo meter. Basically, it's a speedometer, right? It goes up and down, and it just tells you if your crit RNG is above average or below average. It's like, doesn't tell you anything useful. It tells you if you're getting lucky or not. or unlucky. So, like, there's no gameplay decisions that you make based on if the pogo meter is high or low. Doesn't really help you with anything, but it's got cool fire graphics, explosions, and the Monka steer. Look, it's got a couple different flame speedometer, blam, and Monka steer if you're really popping off. Very cool. By the way, Simonize, I used 2 combat specs, one with standard and one with Focglyph. Much fun, very cool. Datomics coming in with a prime. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate your support. Let's get the prediction up for the Tiger mount. Will Iron Foe, Boot Blade. Here we go. Tiger mount. That's the one I wanted. Okay, there we go. Cirrus 7 with a prime. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for your prime subscription. Love them Bezos bucks. You know, Jeff Bezos, he got too much money anyways. You got to redistribute the wealth. Let's see. I think all this gear is right. I'm just going to click save it right there. So our job tonight is Expose Armor, Combat Rogue. So we're going to be running the same spec all night. I think the way I want to do it is Feint, Expose, Fan. Feint, Expose, Fan. And then, like, our Rupture uptime is going to suffer. And that's just how it is. Read Index says, I heard if you subscribe to Simon, all the gear you want will drop. That's true. I heard that also, by the way. It's true. We had a new video out today. Normally I get them out on Monday, but I was just a little bit behind. Our new video is Essentials of Rogue DPS. Is that going to find it? It better. Yes, it does. Essential Rogue Tips. So I made this video. It's talking about the like most important things you can do to improve your performance, because a lot of people, like from reading a lot of Discord conversations, a lot of people will just be focusing on the most inane and like actually unimportant things while screwing up something basic, like taking 5 seconds to get to the boss before they start attacking it, or, you know, 80% slice and dice uptime, or capping their energy, or something like that. So yeah, it like kind of, I don't know, frustrates me isn't the right word, but it's like, there's like very obviously important things that you gotta take care of and make sure you're doing perfect before you start worrying about little minor optimizations. And this is covering not only what those things are, but how you can check them in Warcraft logs. Your uptime, you know, whether or not you're energy capping, your slice and dice uptime. So I'll put that, whoopsies. I'll put that here in the chat if you want to check it out. Oh, shoot. I had the audio muted in the background. We have some Elden Ring music playing right now. Lord Valcom, how's it going? What is up? You have any video guides on how to obtain Biss hat collection? No, okay, so here's the thing. You can't just go out and buy a bunch of hats. You gotta collect them over time. And it's like, they're only good hats if, you know, each one is in some way slightly special, right? If you buy 10 hats at once, they're not special. Letsky says, you can probably swap Fan of Knives glyph with Rupture for Algalon, only should be enough time. Perhaps. What I'd probably do instead is switching in Slice Glyph. When I'm doing Expose, I really like doing Slice Glyph and Expose Glyph. But in a speedrun setting, I have like other considerations to make, which is why I want to keep that fan glyph in there most of the time. Lord Valcom says you're having a great day so far. You got Band of Lights and Dark Matter at the... Oh, that's so good, dude. When you see multiple rogue items pop up on Algalon 10, hell yeah. Also, let's make sure we've got the talent spec correct. Whoopsies. For a long time, I was using Rune Etch Nightblade combined with Serenite Dragon because it's just the best I had. So I had this weird, like, hack and slash plus close quarters spec. Now that I have Bootblade and Dragon, like, they're both fall under close quarters combat, so the spec is much cleaner. Here we go. Oops, didn't quite work. There we go. 2-piece tier worth anything. Yes, it gives you energy whenever Deadly Poison deals damage. It's plenty good. I learned I can go this way around the waterfall. It's a little bit better. Unless you jump incorrectly like that. Never mind, you guys. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Tried to cut the corner just a little bit too close. Simon, help me like this game again, pre-DPS? What do you mean? Oh, you... Simon helped me like this game. Oh, okay, I understand. For some reason, I read that and it just, like, didn't click with me. I'm glad you're enjoying Classic World of Warcraft. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, you're requesting that I help you like the game again. Okay, I didn't understand what you were saying. Yeah, well, I mean, I suggest that if you don't like this game, you might not like the stream very much. But, you know, whatever, you do you. Okay, so we're here at the Tiger Boss in ZG. We've got this gear, which is pretty good, Phase 2 gear. We have a pretty standard combat talent specialization with close quarters combat and some points over here in assassination. Our glyphs are Fan, Feint, and Killing Spree. These really are not important for the Tiger Boss, but what is important is make sure we put Wound Poison on one of our weapons.
Big pog damage.
Right there and there. And then we're going to do a bunch of consumable buffs. Rune Scroll of Fortitude, Drums of Forgotten Kings, Drums of the Wild, Scroll of Agility, Blackened Dragonfin. Not all of these are necessary, but they certainly make it easier. Crateria coming in with a tier 1 sub. 5 months of support. Thank you very much, Crateria. Says, good luck, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to get the Tiger Mount today. Trust. Okay? Now you want to set focus on Lorcan. And then we have a focus kick macro. So my kick will target my focus. This makes it easy for me to interrupt Lorcan's spells, because she's going to cast some healing abilities that we don't want to have them happen. So now we're just going to roll up. Cheap Shot, Adrenaline Rush, Blade, Flurry, Evasion. Now we spam some Fan of Knives. These 3 enemies, we've got to kill them together, because they will resurrect each other. And we also want to make sure we hit High Priest Thekkel last to refresh that wound poison time. I might have actually screwed that up. Okay. Nope, we got it right. See, because we had wound poison on him, he resurrected with half health instead of full health. That's really important for making this encounter easier. There we go. But if you didn't refresh the wound poison debuff right before he dies, it might fade before he resurrects. Okay. That's it. I mean, it's with Ulduar gear level and a combat spec, it's pretty easy. You can do this successfully with like an Assassination Blade Flurry spec, where it's like 45 points Assassination, 21 combat, 5 subtlety. That spec will get it done too. You might still struggle if you're running a standard Hunger for Blood Assassination build, as this is still a little difficult. The power of Blade Flurry and Adrenaline Rush in particular are quite good for bursting a boss down like this. Now, without further ado, let's see if we got this mount. We got 16% believers, 84% doubters on the prediction. We're going to end the submission here. Check the boss. Oh, I looted stuff. Sea Fury leggings, Primal Akari bindings, Seal the Gurabashi Berserker, Sea Fury. Okay, no mount. Take that, and we take that. And gosh, it's 7:33. We can just get onto a different rogue and go again before the raid actually starts. We're Hearth out of here. We're pretty much fully repaired. 25 speeds. We should probably get a couple more speeds before we go to the speed run. We need more of those. See if we're short on anything else. We got plenty of each of our poisons. 25 speed potions, 8 endless rage, that's fine. 33 northern sculpin, that's fine also. Some bandages. Okay, that's pretty good. So we'll just take another 20 potion of speed, and we should be fine right there. Hola, hablas español. Un poco. I took 2 semesters of Espanol in college, and I don't remember much of it. Just a little bit of Espanol. Okay, so I think this guy's basically good to go for the guild raid. So let's switch to, I don't even know what talent specs I have on this guy. Let's see if we've got anything good. If we've got a combat spec or if we've got a Blade Flurry build. Oh, this looks very much like a combat spec. This is in fact a combat spec. Okay, so we can do another Tiger Mount prediction. Let's go. Stormwind. Are you good about using explosives on cooldown for boss fight? Is there an optimal time on when to use them? Sapper first, then bombs? I wouldn't worry too much about it, and I just macro them into my primary attack button, so I don't have to think about it. If you really wanted to, you could spend some of your attention like making sure you have Sapper available for big AoE packs where you can hit multiple enemies or something like that, but it's just, I don't think it's something worth paying attention to. So I just macro the explosives into my primary attack and they just automatically happen. The Baron Mount is played out. Too many people have it now that it's a 1% drop rate. I was using Baron Mount all the time in TBC before it got buffed up to a 1% drop rate. Now it's just way too common. Will we ever see you doing Ulduar with glaives? Probably not. Keeping an eye on Guild Discord. I guess I'll join the voice chat. Want Ashes of Alar? Need to farm that? Yeah. Gotta get your Kael'thas runs in every week. You know, show up with 8 to 12 people. It's pretty much a breeze. Probably do it with less nowadays with Ulduar gear. I haven't been in Tempest Keep for quite a while. Looking at what kind of assignments I've got. I'm assigned to drive a siege engine. Hell yeah. Okay. I love driving siege engine. On Thorim, I am in the middle position, directly behind Thorim. Let's see what else. For Yogg-Saron portals, I'm not quite due north. I'm portal number 5, which is the not quite due north one. Counterclockwise from due north. What's the goal this evening? Go fast, don't wipe. We had a fairly good run with this group last week, but it all fell apart when we didn't one-shot Yogg Zero Lights. And then we also didn't 2-shot it, or 3-shot it, or 4-shot it. But if we had killed it the first time, we would have had a 123. We wiped at literally less than 2%. I mean, like, the boss dies at, I don't know, it's somewhere between 1 and 2% that the boss dies at. Like, you don't actually drop him to 0. Peer review says, wow, 180,000 YouTube views in the last 30 days. Congrats and well-deserved. Is that what the metric is at? I don't know how to... Let me see if I can actually find that metric. I didn't know someone who isn't me could even see that metric. Hang on 1 second. Okay, now you're able to post links, peer review. It was censoring your link before. Views. This says 171,000 in last 28 days. Which is above normal for the channel. Oh yeah, by a lot, actually. Hell yeah. Okay. Is it a real speedrun this time or another speedrun practice? So this is basically our B roster. I don't know what you want to call a real speedrun and a not real speedrun. But it's basically our B roster. It has a lot more alts in it rather than mains. So it's a little less like geared and less powerful than our primary roster. But it's like all the strategies we're doing are going to be the same. We're going to be attempting, you know, to go fast. Why not use your S roster? Because what we only get to do it once a week. We're doing the A team, or what you might call the S roster, tomorrow. You know, we got the A team tomorrow and we got the B team today. I bet I could kill the Tiger Boss with glaives. Would you ever send your lock to a speedrun? If the guild leadership like said they need the lock, then I'm sending the lock. But I don't think I'm really like good enough at that character to be up to like a speedrun level on it. Let's see, what do I have? Wound and wound. Okay, we need wound and deadly. Temple of Bethek. That's Panther Boss. Don't care. Moving on. Gotta go to the... Oh, shit. That's a car right there. Yeah, he's a big boy. Here we go. Zulian Cubs. Axe Throwers. No problem. Okay. Drums of the Wild. Drums of Forgotten Kings. Rune Scroll of Fortitude. Do I have Agility Scrolls on this character? Looks like a no. But I do have food buffs. Better. Yep, okay, there. And do I need to do anything else? Oh, I could flask buff. I don't think I flask buffed on the other rogue. But this one, on account of we're going to try to do it with glaives, it's a bit more sus. So. Okay, let's see what happens. Use ambush or mutilate from stealth. Mutilate. Okay, there. Adrenaline, Blade Flurry, Evasion. Now we do Fan of Knives.
Interrupt.
Picked the heal. Holy shit, the damage is not very good. Oh, now I'm disarmed. I'll disarm you back. How about that? At least I'm not taking very much damage. I haven't gotten hit by a Mortal Strike yet.
Interrupt.
This is not the cleanest kill. That's for sure. Okay. See if we got it. Killing spree. Yeah, dude, easy glaives. Easy glaives, bro. Wait, I didn't do deadly poison? Oh well. Okay. Tiger Mount for the main. What are we looking at here? 8% believers, 92% doubters. Gonna close it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submissions. Okay. Okay, 22 gold. Mojo. Tiger Leather, Gloves of the Tormented. We can vendor those. Seal of Jinn. Fuck. Bro. What the fuck? Dude, those glaives look so fucking cool. Best weapons in all of WoW, really. Yeah, with Ulduar gear level, like, I'm even just memeing around using glaives. Like, I have way better weapons I could have equipped to make that easier. Just, like, the increase in power from Ulduar gear means I can just run in there with a fairly standard combat spec and just destroy it. Yeah, I meant to use Wound, Poison, Main Hand, Deadly offhand, like I've set up here. This is what I did on the first one. I should clean up some of the inventory before I go to raid. Seal of the Gurubashi Berserker. 6 gold. Hell yeah. Sea Fury leg plates. Get out of here. Tiger Leather. Powerful Mojo. Massive Mojo. Mimiron's flight goggies. We don't need those.
Safe travels.
Damn, dude, this guy's got actually dank assassination gear now. Look at, like, we could run Bootblade Fang for assassin. It's so good. Okay. Oh, wait. Don't get me excited talking about this. I'm not gonna have to expose stuff. Okay. I'm set up and like lift up to just expose everything. Mm-hmm. Is there, what is the name of the add-on for the reword of raid? There's no add-on there. That's just the default frame. Are there any daggers that are on par with the Titan Steel blade that we need to watch out for? Nope. Titan Steel is just the best for Fan of Knives damage in the whole game. Whether it's a good idea to equip depends on a whole bunch of other ideas. If you want a weapon that, like, griefs your auto attack damage, but jacks up your Fan of Knives damage, you know, you gotta be in a situation where Fan of Knives is a huge amount of your damage and auto attacks is only a small amount of your damage. You think you'll be close to Nota run? Probably not, no. But we're aiming for, every time we just aim for improvement over our previous best, and our previous best was a 116. Let's see. So we just chilling for a little bit as everything gets set up. We may do a strategy review before the speedrun starts by reviewing a VOD and talking about some strategy changes we might make this week. Have you looked forward enough that there are future weapons which outscale Titan Steel? No. No, look, you just look at the weapon from Lich King 25-man heroic, the axe or whatever. And then you just compare to that, and you see, yup, Titan Steel Spellblade still deals more Fan of Knives damage than this weapon. And then you don't have to think about anything else. I suppose you auto-swap macro to Fan of Knives. Usually I have a specific keybind that does my weapon swaps for me, which I need to... I don't usually do weapon swaps while I'm on combat. And Titan Steel Spellblade, Fell Striker... different situations will call for different fan weapons. Like the three weapons that are just the king of Fan of Knives is Fell Striker, Titan Steel Spellblade, and I don't have it on this character, but Rod of the Sun King would be the third one. It's like, those are your fan weapons, and that's it. Weapon F. Oh, I spelled this wrong. There we go. When is Rod over Fell Striker? I don't know. It's not really relevant. Like, there's 1,000 different ways you could set up an AoE simulation for number of targets, how long they lived, you have cooldowns, what are your alternative weapons. Like, if you want to know about something like that, you just got to set up the simulator yourself to worry about it. Like, honestly, there's just way too many variables. What talent spec are you? For double Bootblade or Bootblade and Fang? Double Bootblade is definitely better. If you're going for Assassination. Wait, how's it 6 minutes to raid start and we're missing 7 people? Wow. Okay, we're lucky we got an easy assignment, driving a Demolisher. I love it when I have easy assignments for Flame Leviathan. We only have 29. No, we have 29 plus 15. Well, whatever. We'll open these up, get some more bombs. With Faint Fan exposed, that's good. Let's see, we'll get rid of this. Properties. Wait, no, whoopsies, hang on. I'm messing with the overlay right now. There we go. Okay, we got one more person. Now we're only missing 6. Don't you need ZG Flask for Speedrun? No, you do not. Some people will use it and others will not. Thor, how's it going? Thor, you're rostered in the tomorrow run? Yeah, you are. Okay, I'm looking at it on the other monitor here. Yeah, I think they said we're going to implement a couple more, like, slightly more advanced pulls, like, I don't know exactly which ones, but stuff like pulling Ignis trash into Razorscale, or, like, double pulling the stuff after Antechamber of after XT Deconstructor. Right now, we chillin'. Hopefully your DK gets rostered for a run once we start trying to stack DKs, yeah? I mean, if you're trying to one-phase the brain in Yogg-Saron, like, DK, it's the way to go. There's no doubt about that. You see a lot of top 100 parse combat rogues utilizing Sinister Strike. How can you tell what glyphs they're using on Warcraft logs? Or did you ask all these people individually? I'm pretty sure Warcraft logs does not display the glyphs. Bright Falls, how's it going? Sinister Strike Glyph gives you a 50% chance when your Sinister Strike is a critical hit to gain an additional combo point. And what happens and why Sinister Strike Glyph is generally bad is that you already have enough combo points to maintain your important abilities like Slice and Dice and Rupture. So when you gain additional combo points, you're usually spending them on Eviscerate. And Eviscerate is not very good. It's bad. It's pretty inefficient. It's the least efficient of your abilities to convert energy and or combo points into damage. So the other thing is you gotta get, you have to get enough extra combo points or energy generation or enough boosts to your Rupture or Slice and Dice durations that you're actually consistently building up to like 4 or 5 point Eviscerates and not compromising your Rupture or Slice and Dice uptime for that to be a good idea. In practice, if you're just getting like 1 or 2 more combo points per cycle of like Slice and Dice, that's not enough to actually turn that into some Eviscerates. So what I've seen happen is like if you run a glyph setup where you have like 2 or 3 different glyphs that help you get more Eviscerates, then you're actually doing some Eviscerates. Like if you're running Rupture Glyph and Sinister Strike Glyph, or like Rupture Glyph and Slice and Dice Glyph, that all like make you either spend less resources maintaining Slice and Rupture, or just give you more resources. You usually have to pile multiple of those together before you're actually reliably casting Eviscerates in your rotation. And I mean, I think it's generally just kind of a shit goal, because Eviscerate is a shit ability. I mean, the other thing is, like, the difference... There's a lot of different combat glyphs, and, frankly, both the spreadsheet and the simulator tool kind of say the same thing, which is the difference between these different combat glyphs doesn't really matter, right? Like, Sinister Strike Glyph is remarkably similar to Slice and Dice Glyph, is remarkably similar to Adrenaline Glyph, is remarkably similar to Rupture Glyph, and, like, the difference between those different glyphs is just not that much. So, like, when you look at a top log and you're like, this person used Sinister Strike Glyph, and then you say, like, I've got to use Sinister Strike Glyph. Or, like, think it's important, you're usually, I would think, I talked about this in the video I just put out today. How did I say it? People look at these top logs and they find one thing that's peculiar, and then they incorrectly attribute the success of the player to that one peculiar thing, rather than just the fact that the player started attacking the boss as early as possible, never capped energy, kept Slice and Dice up the entire time, got good crit RNG, and had a fast kill time. Like, all of those things matter so much more than the difference between choosing Sinister Strike Glyph and Feint Glyph, or whatever the fuck glyph you want. Like, the top logs are the top logs because of those 5 things, not because they chose one marginally different glyph over another. Windy, is it go time pog? It's fan of knives time. Oh, fuck. I forgot all my explosives were macroed into that. I just wanted to press fan of knives, okay? Big pog damage. Okay. Witch Shard coming in with a prime. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Let's see. We're going to do a little bit of a strategy review now. My raid leader promised it was going to be a quick one. And that we're going to get to pumping pretty soon. Oh, wait. We're reviewing my own VOD. Hell yeah. General Scuzz coming in with Prime Sub. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Okay. It's kind of weird. Okay. Aethers, how's it going? My favorite hat being worn during a combat rogue stream. What the hell? Dude, this is a great hat. I like this one. Oh, this part is so fluffy and soft. Oh, you guys. It's so good. There is no add-on for the group layout. That's default Blizzard frames. Don't get an add-on for something you don't need to fix. What percent did it add to overall today? What, the hat? This hat adds 2% to overall. How much armor does that hat have? Don't worry about the armor. It's all about the offensive stats. You can see here, this is my only hat that has a meta gem. So obviously I put a Relentless Earthstorm Diamond into it. Wait, hang on. Congrats on the orange. How did it feel? Oh, you got the Valinir Holy Palace? Very cool. You know what happened with the Valinir in the code? I don't know if it's fixed yet. I'm pretty sure it is. There was a check in the code that was like supposed to limit the shield value to 20,000. Okay? So it was like if absorb value is greater than or equal to 20,000, then set absorb value to 20,000. End. That's what it was supposed to be. But in the actual game code, it made it set the absorb value to not 20,000, 200,000. So the way the code worked is whenever you made a absorb shield of at least 20,000, it would jump up to 200,000 and then it wouldn't deplete properly. Oh, and also they nerfed your snake thing. Yeah, that too, Holy Palace. Pumping this boss. Wait, where's the expose? Was I not exposing this week? Oh my god, caught in 4K. Both... Oh, I see what happened. Both of my Sunder armors died. And I might have not realized it. There's actually 2 Sunder armors in this raid. So I wasn't probably exposing. What coins do I have? What? I don't know what you mean by what coins. Wait, someone else put up expose? The expose debuff is there. It just wasn't me. It's either Melmill or no stealth. Yeah, this is our strategy review here, which just happened to be a strategy review of my own VOD. When do you use Void Saber over a Dagger for combat when you don't have Golden Serenite Dragon or Masticator or... Here you go. Here's a better answer. There's a chart on the Discord that you can access, and then it just... You put in the weapons you have, and it tells you which two you should use. And it also tells you what talent spec you should use alongside of those. Look. They're just talking about this double pull. I'm pretty sure I understand how this double pull works. Okay. So you go to the Discord like the bot told you to. You go to the index channel like the bot told you to. And then you go to weapon comparison charts. And then you go to the Google Drive. Then you go to weapon comparison chart combat phase 2. Okay. Then you can read all this information. Or you could not read it. And then just proceed and then ask question because you're confused. But that, you know, whatever works for you. Then you go over here, and you put in what weapons you have. Like, right now it has Masticator, Saralis, Caress, Bootblade, Golem Shard, Kingsbane, Web Death, Void Saber, Hailstorm, Stone Render. And it thinks Saralis Void Saber is the best combination there. But if I say we got Golden Serenite Dragon, well then it says, fuck you to Void Saber, and goes for Golden Serenite Dragon plus Bootblade as top combination. Hang on. Yeah, no stealth. I'll try to communicate the tricks of the trade to make sure we don't both use them on the same pack so we can alternate. Right on. I'm not sure if I have the key on this character. I do not have the key for 10 or 25 on this character. Oh yeah. I just got out of having a... Okay. I just got out of having the responsibility of activating Algalon by not having the Algalon key. Having to go activate Algalon while the rest of the raid does trash is a DPS loss for my overall. Beto the Rado says, I like your hat. Thank you very much. Spermazi, I generally wouldn't glyph expose armor as assassination. I mean, the glyph is fine, but you just have much bigger glyph options as an assassination rogue. Feels weird, man. You're getting the key today. You think I'm gonna double back and do all that bullshit during speedrun? I mean, maybe I'll get the Archivum data disk, but I ain't turning that quest in and collecting sigils, that's for sure. What headphones are those? These are... Oh, wait. These aren't my Arctis ones. ATH-E EQ300M. I bought them on Amazon because they were $15. Better IEMs? No, okay, so I got these for a very specific reason. Because they hook around the ear like that, they combo with all my different hats, okay? Whereas, if I tried to use these, it wouldn't work with this hat. My ears are here, not there. That doesn't really work either. I mean, it kind of works, but... not really. I mean, like, it almost works with this hat, but it definitely doesn't work with this hat. Or this one. Or this one. Or, you know, most of the hats don't combo with overhead headphones. This pump and combat damage here. Oh, they're skipping ahead. Oh, dude, I'm owning so much. Look. I'm number 8 on the meter. That's basically owning. Is that a couch chair? It's from IKEA. I don't know what it's called. Dude, if I was pumping on Assassination Rogue, it wouldn't be true. Algalon, the Observer. 2-point... Yeah, we're just doing a 2-point slice, 5-point rupture rotation here. This is a little weird with the chat from the VOD kind of getting in the way of the chat from live. There we go. Where is the warriors? You can see them directly below me on the damage meter. Well... Oh, wait. Oh, there's no feral in here. So the warrior's actually giving the 5% crit buff. I was about to say how the warrior wasn't even giving a buff like I was, but actually they are. I have some other ones. I had earbuds at first, and I just, like, I literally, like, they were painful. Gotta listen to what they're saying, actually. can find all the weak auras on the Discord, including the Too Far weak aura. Yeah, BP Wind, the earbuds that I had before, they came with multiple tip options, and still, it's just like the amount of, like, the length of time that I have to wear those for, like, for streaming, it's just like, they have to be really comfortable, and they just aren't, and they made my ears hurt, so I stopped using them. I'm pretty much off of the whole earbuds plan. People still in ice blocks. A bunch of people run. Okay, this is fucking cringe, dude. We killed Hodir. A bunch of people ran out of the room without even killing the remaining ice blocks. Holy shit. Getting blocked at the end of Hodir? Yeah, also that. Skipping through Oriaya. And then you want to prioritize the arena mobs to start the event, right? Hang on. And when we pull those mobs in, you want to prioritize the mobs that are already in the arena, right? Because that starts the event, and then we kill those, like, trash mobs after that. Yep. How was Speedrun? No, you didn't miss it yet. We're doing strategy review prior to run. Big pog damage. Look at that, just barely making the talent swap before the pull. Action coming in with a Prime sub. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Swap. Yeah, I mean that's what I should have done, but I forgot. I was too distracted by riding on a cool choo-choo train. You swapped it? No. What happened is the Paladin failed to do the Mimiron trash skip. So then I was sent in as backup. And I happened to have a subtlety spec on my secondary spec. So I just went into that to do the trash skip. So I had like a little extra insurance. You know, I had a prep vanish. And I had like some extra stealth move speed or whatever. And then, I don't know, I just forgot to go back to combat until, like, a half second before Freya started. It was, like, 5.5 seconds before Freya started, I started the talent swap. So I actually successfully did this talent swap, completed about half a second before the Freya boss started. On this section, I'm not sure, because, like, after Mimiron, you get all your cooldowns reset. I'm not sure if it's good for me to Blade Flurry and, like, pop coolies on those two guys right away, because, like, that's a fine time to Blade Flurry, or if I should hold them for the next pack where I get slightly more value out of them. It's like, you get slightly more value, but, like, you're delaying the cooldown usage, so you might end up with fewer total uses by delaying like this. And I'm not actually sure what's better. I think... I mean, you really want to have cooldowns for this section, so I think you have to send it early. Yeah, I think you send it early so that your Blade Flurry is up again for these, like, really big packs down here. For doing the double pack pull for Vezax, use them on the two dudes. Oh, let me think about that. What's my secondary spec? What in the fuck is this? Should make the secondary spec be... Should make it be like Blade Flurry Assassination. So we can do big Pog fan damage. Fuck. Whoopsies. What the hell did I just press? There we go. Okay, I don't think we're doing double pull. No, I think if you do the double pull, I don't think you even want... What would it be, like 38, 33 would be the like fully dedicated AoE spec, because I don't think you actually need Adrenaline Rush or Vitality for additional energy generation, because you're just going to max out off of focused attacks crits. So I think your best bet is like an Assassination Blade Flurry build, like 45, 21, 5, and then you have like a Fan of Knives glyph. But I don't think that's really a worthwhile thing to mess with unless we're doing the double pull. Got a cloak there. No, I got it. Okay. The feint. Right. If I went into a Blade Flurry Assassination, I'd lose the Savage Combat debuff. Well, when you talk about AoE, there's only one class that does physical damage in AoE like that, and that's Rogue. And we only have 2 Rogues in this run. So, like, there's not much, like, to care about, like, the physical damage debuff. Alright, audio. I think I've banned you before. I'm gonna ban you again. That was audio 15. Maybe I banned, like, audio 11 before or something, and he made a new account. Isn't frost, howling blast frost damage, not physical? This is me exposing the brain while not actually having exposed glyph. Because I wasn't going to glyph expose just for that one part of this encounter. Scuffed. Work on brain, or it's like XT heart. What makes you think expose doesn't work on XT heart? I'm curious about that. Nope, heart and brain all have normal armor. It's extremely rare for a mob to not have normal armor. When someone tells you something doesn't have armor, you should probably just call them an idiot and move on with your day. That's not a claim you should just believe. You gotta see some actual proof. Because almost everything has normal armor values, including XT's heart, including Yogg-Saron's brain. Okay, so phase 2 of Reliquary of Souls, it kind of has armor and it kind of doesn't. Okay, so the mob itself has an armor value. However, the Reliquary of Souls in phase 2 applies a debuff to all the players, and it also applies it to itself that reduces its armor by 100%. So, like, it does have a base armor value, it just debuffs itself with a minus 100% armor debuff. So, yeah, that's the exception, not the rule. I don't know why, I don't know how or why some dumb bullshit started with people saying XT Heart doesn't have armor or saying Yogg Brain doesn't have armor. Some dumb shit that's not true. We use wound poison to do that, Dagozan. Alright, they're finally done with the strategy review. They're going to put up a 5-minute break or whatever, and then we're going to actually start the raid. Finally. It's got to be your favorite hat pains. I like this one too. It's very comfy. And it looks cool too. And it's got a peculiar shape to it. And the peculiar shape is, so it's a Ottoman Bork hat or Turkish Bork hat. It's a the shape, it doesn't have a brim like normal hats. It goes up against the side of your face, so that when you pull your bow, like a bow and arrow for archery, and the bow string, you know, goes like that, it's not bumping into the brim of the hat, because, you know, the brim of the hat is vertical instead of horizontal. So you can wear this hat and you can still shoot your bow. Big Slime says, "Hey bro, just want to say I love you, man, and you make my day today." Well, glad to hear it. Welcome to the stream, Big Slime. Kangol hat? I don't know what a Kangol hat is. Let me look at that on the other monitor. Backup duty for what? Yep, absolutely. I have my Invis Potion, so yeah, if that's needed, I can do it. There seem to be two styles. Is this a Kangol? This, like, there's this, and there's this. These are two different shapes. These are two definitely different hats. This style and this style. Like that guy and that guy. Huh. Oh, this is even a third style. I think this is this is a brand, not like a style of hat. Huh. Yeah, but look, this is just like Kangol brand. Like, they make this, they make this. Guess they make that. That's their logo right there. Yeah, summon pending, you go up and you hit him, and then, like, you wait for Mimiron to do, like, his first voice line, and then you hit, like, and then after the first voice line, you just check if you're out of combat, and as soon as you're out of combat, after the first voice line, you hit your accept. Walking through the Mimiron trash skip with our Paladin. Hopefully the Paladins can get it this time. I was big Madge when, the Paladins failed before, and then I had to go on backup, and the only reason I cared about that, going on backup, is because it meant that I was not able to do as much trash DPS as I could have, because I had to go do Mimiron skip. That's all. Break ends in 1 minute. I should actually use the restroom real quick. Okay, I'll be right back.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Super quick. There we are. Oh, let's see what Bracer's no stealth has. Fluxers, okay, that's good. He's got Fluxers, then he might need... He's Assassination. The Fluxers are like a side grade to Mechanists for Assassination. They're better for combat. But it means we might be able to get Mechanist bindings if they drop off a Flame Leviathan. No Stealth is a main, and my Simonize 2 is an alt. So generally, like if a main needs an item, they have priority on it over an alt. Let's see, get rid of that. What happened to the music? Why does the music suck ass right now? Too quiet. There we go. This is the music we need. Okay, full buffs, they said. Is this a Ride of the Rohirrim tonight? No, dude. It's Doom Guy. Let's see, how's my buff status? Pretty good. Okay. Let's get the timer out also. There we go. So timer starts when Flame Leviathan dies. So basically we just have to sit here and make sure we don't have any player losses when Flame Leviathan during Flame Leviathan. If we have a death during Flame Leviathan, we probably reset. Also, I have to look. Probably have a region assigned for my Demolisher. Region 4, upper left. Okay. So, our assigned corner is over here. There we go. Now, we're not Zanzing today. We'll probably implement that soon. We want to add, one thing, one or two things at a time. We don't want to, like, super change stuff up all at once.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did that launch work properly? Okay. We're approximately on this side of the machine. Probably... There we go. It's burning. Okay. Stay a little close so we can get our flame vents interrupt. Boom. Got it. Okay, more people getting launched. It's on a Demolisher. That's unfortunate. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. That guy's taking big damn. Oh, shit. I was trying to blast this dude. I can't blast him out with Ram. I got distracted. And I missed a flame vent interrupt because of that distraction.
Big ad.
Alright. Wipe was called. Unlucky. We had one of the Demolishers die, and I'm not sure exactly what went wrong with that. And then we had one other person disconnect. Alright, wait till the boss resets. Crab on the seat says, stopping in to say a quick thanks, Simon. I started raiding about 2 months ago for the first time since WOTLK was retail. Started off with like 8 parses, and I'm currently parsing in the 80s on almost all bosses while exposing. Big reason for improvement is from your videos. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. I try to make my content, you know, as actually useful to players as possible. Try to give practical advice. Driver, Siege Engine 4, up left. Yep, I'm just double checking my assignment here. We were, in fact, doing the thing, except, I mean, there was one point where we, like, got distracted and could have done a flame vents interrupt. It has to be, yeah, it has to be the gunners that break out the ice. I wasn't sure if I could do it with Ram or not, so I tried it a couple times, and that was not the way. Guild allows guild repairs. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I guild repair all my characters all the time. It's great. Okay, we got our food buff. We still have our flask and poisons. Let's see, we got kings, we still need fort, and we still need might. Oh shit, I think our priest was disconnecting. That was my gunner. Wait, is that was... Ah, whatever. We go again. Dude, the Doom music is hype when we're actually pumping, but when we fail and then, like, chill for a little bit, the Doom music doesn't really fit, you know what I mean? Alright, something screwed up with Vezax. I mean, we almost started, and then, like, we had problems with Flame Leviathan. Godbane Signet, do I want that? No. Gosh, this item's bad, this item's bad. Oh, if we get Cinder Shard off of Ignis, that would be good upgrade for this character. Cinder Shard Ring would be nice. Mechanist Bindings off of Flame Leviathan would be good. Drape of the Lithe would be an upgrade also. Trying to think about items we could actually get. Because it's like, we ain't getting Embrace of the Gladiator. Wait, hang on, maybe No Stealth has that already, I don't know. Wait, he does have Embrace. Holy shit. Does that... I don't know who else would need Embrace in the raid. Well, it's probably BIS for a couple of classes, but... Holy fuck, if this guy could get Embrace, that'd be huge. I'm literally over expertise cap right now. Yeah, you can get all of the UI elements, including my own... the combo point tracker that I use. You can find them all on my Discord, Taco Gur. Retribution, for example. Do we have These guys are healers, and Callum is tank. DVK, I believe, is ret. But DVK, I believe, is the player's is a alt also. So we'd be on like equal footing. Yeah, alt rank. Do hunters want it? Oh, Bobussy is a main. I don't know if hunters want Embrace of the Gladiator or not. Conqueror, Scourge Stalker. Ranzork says, what up, Simonize? I saw that Assassination Rogues are gapping the top DPS charts. Yeah. Assassination Rogue pretty good. What do you want? Alright, we'll see. We'll see if it even drops, and then we'll just press Alt-Bis on it and see what happens. Food buff, other buffs. Yep, we're good. Z5's hopped in. Okay. And we'll go here. Top speed guilds on my server. I don't know. I don't really look at the speed rankings that often. I'm most interested in like just my own guild doing better each time than I am in like how good other guilds are doing. Got shoulder pads the intruder, not on this character. I got him on my main and I got him on Simon 3, but Simon 2 is the like is what's the phrase, like the least favorite of the rogues and the least geared of the rogues. Better to be 3 under or 5 over? I'd definitely pick 5 over. Okay, almost time. Here we go. We try again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Is it actually... Nope, it's not chasing me. Okay. Here we go. I can't really manage any Gambas during the speedrun, but if there are any of my mods in chat that want to set up Gambas during the speedrun, please feel free. The good type of Gamba is one that, like, starts and stops. It's like, will we wipe on the next boss or something? It's not like a good Gamba, or sorry, a bad Gamba is like, will we wipe throughout the entire run, right? That's not a good one. You want one that, like, fires, people bet, and then they see the outcome, and then you go again.
Big ad.
Now I'm gonna go like this way. There's a system shutdown, and pursuit on me is going to be over before the shutdown, so I don't have to worry about him chasing me anymore. Looking for the plants.
Big ad.
Got that interrupt. It's back on me. Gotta go this way. Blasted those little plants. Need shield here. Might need shield here, Vive. F. Damn, it double pursued me. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Pursuing Encalum. That's 20 seconds, so we'll be good here. We can cover the flame interrupts. Oh, someone else got that one.
Begad.
He said the shield was on cooldown when I called for it. Fucking ice bullshit. God, I hate the ice beams so much.
Begad.
Got the interrupt. Now it's on Polterra. Going over here, blasting these. Okay. We want to get towards the door when the boss dies. We want everyone to be right here. And by door, I mean entry gate. Because that's how we want to go as fast as possible into the next boss. Holy fuck, these ice beams are gonna kill people. Okay. That's a go time. Timer is started. Oh shit, I forgot one thing. Okay. And the other one was this. Multitasking here. No problem. I got off the mount too early. So fucking slow. Cloak. Yeah, now we're getting blasted. That slice. There we go. Fix my warlock.
4, 3.
Your blood will temper the weapons used to reclaim this world.
Big fog damage.
Arise, soldiers of the Iron Crucible! I will command your will and fear not.
Okay.
Burn in the Maker's fire.
I just hit those cooldowns whenever I felt like it. Yeah, that was not great. I was not super focused. I was thinking about stupid expose versus sunder. That it's just, I don't give a fuck. I'm exposing everything. And if someone in chat wants to know if exposing is worth it or not, that's not something I'm going to get into while I'm mid-speed run. You can read about it on the Discord. There's a lot of resources about expose versus sunder that you can find on the Discord, but I'm definitely not going to get into that mid-speed run. Okay, this one is going to be tricks to the tank on pull. We can't pre-pot here. Our potion's still on cooldown from...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Expose. Slice. Faint. How many points can I do on this rupture? 4, I guess? We're gonna get our runestone up, then use the killing spree. Put the energy down. Still too much energy. Couldn't get those sequenced nicely. Okay. Got our feint active. This is just gonna be... Let's just go for a big slice into a 1. Yeah, that's a fine way to do it. There. Our bomb's coming in. Tricks my warlock buddy. There's an expose. There's a rupture. We can go for a big slice into a 1 expose. Go. Bricks Warlock. Every bomb, no stealth. Nice, you can handle it just fine. Expose. F. Everything's ending at the same time. Alright, so we'll do a big slice. Then... Gosh. That's what we'll do. Okay. Got one more Blade Flurry. Tried to get some of that Blade Flurry killing spree action on the Life Spark is what I was going for. I missed a feint opportunity during that tantrum. But I did the same thing again. Okay, we can use Adrenaline Rush to bail ourselves out of this situation. The fat slice and dice. Then a 2 expose. Could have been 1 expose. Tricks my Warlock. Do a big rupture. Nice. Now I've got a whole bunch of combo points. Yeah, we're going for an Eviscerate here. There we go. Boom, it's dead. We're moving. Okay. Pretty good. I've got tricks for this one. Okay. Focus this. Expose. Uh-oh. 5 dead. Expose. Okay. They're a bit spicy with these multiple group trash pulls. We didn't do these last week, so this is our first time attempting those multiple trash pulls. So a little sloppy, that's for sure. Fuck. Got ass blasted by that guy's fire jet. Okay. Almost all of the cooldowns suck ass on this boss. Which is why it's totally fine to press them beforehand. And it's just more throughput also when I'm hitting 2 targets versus 1. Let's get on target. Behind target is... He keeps spinning! Can I get in the rune? Yes. Okay.
Run.
I'll just expose him again. Okay. Oh, we're double ruined.
Translocation complete. Commencing planetary analysis of Azeroth. Stand back, mortals. I'm not here to fight you. It is in the universe's best interest to re-originate this planet should my analysis find systemic corruption. Do not interfere.
Decipher this!
Okay. Too far, too far. We're sending it. This is it. This guy already have Sunders on him, or no? It's not, I don't think. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit slow on the pickup there. Good. Nice, he booted away to make sure he didn't blow anyone else up. That's smooth. Grape of the Lithe dropped. Nice. Belt of Colossal Rage. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a good item. Okay. Algabong time next. There we go. Good. Okay. Algabong. We could get a food buff. Why not? Could also redo our poisons.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your actions are illogical. All possible results for this encounter have been calculated. The Pantheon will receive the observer's
Just hit
message
the
regardless of
flask so I don't
outcome.
have to think about it again. Okay. We just get a little,
See your world through my eyes.
little
Vast
break.
as to be
5,
immeasurable,
4,
incomprehensible
2,
even to your greatest
1.
minds.
Much energy.
The stars come to my aid.
Tight stack.
Watch your step.
Right leg, right leg.
Watch your step.
Left leg. Tighter stack.
Watch your step.
Right leg.
Find
Witness
shelter.
the fury of the cosmos.
Start right leg.
Watch your step.
Left leg. Okay. Finally got my warlock tricks. That's good.
Watch your step.
Right leg. With all this shit around me, I don't think I can Blade Flurry or Killing Spree. That's why I hate this boss's combat. It's gonna be a slice into a one-pointer.
Watch your step.
Left leg.
Find
Witness the
shelter.
fury of the cosmos.
Start right leg.
Watch your step.
Left leg. Good.
Watch your step.
Right leg.
Behold the tools of creation.
Gonna be a big slicer. Prep.
Watch your step.
Left leg. Probably the last. Oh my god, are we gonna get this
Watch
final
your
big
step.
bang? Right leg.
Find
Witness the
shelter.
We are
fury
gonna
of
get
the
it.
cosmos.
F. Oh, we gotta go in. Okay, we win. Oh, it was a little intense. I guess we can boot, whatever. Bulwark, Starbeated Cinch, reply code, Cosmos, blood draining.
Flames, their denizens fading without so much as a whimper.
Okay,
Entire planetary systems born and raised in the time that it takes your mortal hearts to beat once.
okay,
Yet
it's
all
Kologarn time.
my own heart
This boss
devoid of
is
emotion,
huge for
of empathy.
combat.
Felt nothing. A million lives wasted. Had they all held within them more tenacity? Had they all
5,
loved life?
4,
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Perhaps it is your imperfection, that which grants you free will.
Whoopsies,
that
wrong
allows you
order.
to persevere against all cosmically calculated odds. You prevail where the Titan's own perfect creations have failed.
We have Sunders?
I've rearranged the reply code. Your planet will be spared. I cannot say.
I thought they had said that they were going to do Sunders on this boss,
I lack the strength to transmit the signal.
but I must have been mistaken.
Find a place of power close to the skies.
Only a flesh.
I'm just the place. Will you be alright?
Slice. Expose.
My fate, Bronson. If the signal is not transmitted in time, reorigination will proceed regardless. Save your world.
Okay.
Master, they go.
Okay, good. Did Hunter fall trapping? I think so. I think that's what happened. Sarth, how's it going? I know you like to commentate speedruns. This may not be the caliber of speedrun you're exactly looking to commentate. How's it going? Probably should have adrenaline here also. You know, just trying to pump the overalls, you know? Go fast. Don't die. Hit lots of fan of knives. Got expose armor duty too at the same time. Kind of cringe, honestly. Oh, we're into the next pack already. Boot. Okay, no fans until Revenant is dead. Fan again. Fan of Knives is so fucking good, you guys. Imagine if Rogues had Fan of Knives in Classic. Shit, dude, Warriors would be so bad. In comparison, they would be bad, is what I'm saying. Okay, we got a Revenant in here. What the? Got fucking blasted. Where you at, Revenant? Okay, I gotta kill Revenant so that I can AoE. Boom. Boom. I don't think this is a good time for my Blade Flurry. I want to use it probably like next pull. There's at least one more Revenant plus Snakes pull. And that's where I'll use my coolies again. Going, there's gonna be 2 into 1. Tricks. Good. I should have tricked. Fuck. I should have tricked once it was AoE time, not before it being AoE time. Vanish. Yes, the Paladin got the skip. That means I don't have to go in on backup duty. I'd be happy with just raid-wide buffs for TBC. That would also be nice. I don't have Route of the Sun King on this character. So that's part of the reason why I'm not using it. This is actually my only rogue that doesn't have it. Simon 3 and Simonized Show have it. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will suffer for this trespass.
Gotta get onto the boss for the expose. Oh, it's already at Sunder. Is that a more powerful spell? I got confused for a moment. Nope. No, not a more powerful spell. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm... Ooh. There we go.
Find shelter.
The North consume you.
Oh. We almost fucked that up. Okay, we're good, we're good. Good. Gets into tank. Let's go over to here. Drop the slice and dice. That's not good.
Find shelter.
The North consume you.
Good. Got it. We're good. Okay. Oriaya next. Ooh, Drape of Icy Intent off of Hodir. That is good. That's good stuff. I gotta be on second distract, so I have to pull away. You want the distract still? Got it. I thought I was gonna have to use a vanish.
3, 2, 1.
Some things are better left alone.
Good. Got through that. What are we doing here? Probably vanish? Yep. Banish the fear. Easy clap. Fix my warlock. How much can you guys hear my keyboard? I can hear my keyboard a lot. I'm wondering if it's coming through on the mic.
Stack.
You can't hear it? What if... Do you guys want to hear the keyboard? I can move the mic closer to the keyboard. And you say no.
Interrupt. Stack.
Okay. Not bad. Thorim time. I don't have any, hang on. I don't want to go too ham here. Until Trix is available. There we go. Oh, that was a bad time to press Killing Spree. I needed to be low energy, not high energy. Didn't have my tricks of the trade available at the time, which made me play pretty hesitantly. Timer is right above my raid frames, right here. 38 minutes. Okay, going in.
Interlopers, you mortals who dare to interfere with my sport will pay.
Okay.
Wait, I remember you in the mountains. But you, what is this? Where am
Thorim, my lord. Why else would these invaders have come into your sanctum but to
Some
slay
interlopers are
you?
coming
They
up on
must be
Thorim
stopped.
here. You know, from the mountains. Ooh, let's get a disarm. Click. Ooh, Blade Flurry's up. Nice. Another champion. Careful, careful. I don't want to rip threat on that. Absolutely do not want to rip threat. Fogometer tells you if my crit RNG is above or below average. In roughly the last 15 seconds. If I'm getting lucky or unlucky. God, it might be the greatest weak aura of all time. It provides no actual like gameplay help. Like knowing if you're critting a lot or not doesn't actually help you make any good decisions. It just lets you know if you're popping off due to RNG.
impertinent whelps? You dare challenge me atop my pedestal? I will crush you myself.
Impossible. Lord Thor, I will bring your foes a frigid death.
Ulduar again. Keeps moving like a bitch. Okay, we're good. We're good. Good, we're gonna be fine. Everything's fine now, you guys. Gotta get my killing spree off, actually. Waiting for a chain lightning cast. Oh, I'm gonna wait for that stupid spark thing, too. Now I'm gonna wait for another chain lightning cast. Where is the chain lightning? Did I not see? Did it go off and I didn't see it? God, I fucking hate this boss. You have to be so careful with when you can do your killing spree. Okay. We'll be fine here. We have faint. Okay. Gonna hold faint for lightning charges. I made a mistake last time. I pressed a faint and then I had a bad time and then I didn't have it up for a lightning charge. And because I didn't have it up, I moved to the side. And then in that exact moment, the bullshit chain lightning went off and killed some people. Now I just want to be safe and good. Oh, shit. That's a tank death.
Stay your arms.
Okay.
I yield. You, fiend, you
Holy
have
fuck,
my
we
beloved.
almost died.
Be gone. Behold
Okay.
the hand behind all the evil that has befallen Ulduar. Left my kingdom in ruins.
Freya time. Let's get to the front of the pack so we can do Pogger's Fan of Knives damage.
And now it falls to you, champion, to avenge us all. The task before you is great, but I will lend you my aid as I am able. You must prevail.
Fuck. Okay, good. We still have both keepers up. So I'm just still fanning. Okay. I think we'll do our adrenaline on the big pack. Or I think these are just gonna fall over pretty quick. The adrenaline is better on this pack here. That thing is not dead yet. There.
Grant me your strength.
Okay. Mob thing.
Your servant requires aid.
Oh my god, it's healing. Unbelievable. Oh, there's a light under it. Can't stay there. The mushroom faded. That's what happened. Okay.
Swarm of the elements shall overtake
Yep.
you.
In this thing? Thank you. Still. They're low. We gotta fail. Okay, good. No one was calling it. Get some points.
Children, assist me.
Run away.
Should have pressed a killing spree way earlier. I don't know what the hell was really going on. 3 dead, evasion. I don't want to pull threat. Okay, good. Let's see, everything's on internal cooldown, so I can hit her just a little bit. Got 2 combo points on boss.
The swarm of the elements shall overtake you.
go. Okay. Little feint right there.
Ionar, your servant requires aid.
This is final.
Run away.
Fucking out the light beams.
Run away.
In bad spots. Okay.
Children, assist
Oh,
me.
I thought it was the. I thought that was it. I thought that was the end of it. That's why I hit those coolies. I didn't realize we had one more trio phase. Whoopsies.
Run away. Run away.
Root's all cleared up. Tricks my warlock buddy. Light beams.
Run away.
Too far. Lost some attack time there. Boss moved faster than me. DPS feels kind of low. Odds out. Gotta move.
Run away.
His hold on me dissipates.
Oh, his hold on me dissipates, she said. Okay, it's time for Mimiron.
Only once more. Thank you, heroes.
Okay. Did you ever try PUBG, Fortnite? Oh god, my chat's talking about PUBG and Fortnite. What is even going on? You know what? You guys do what you're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna kill Mimiron. Health stone, which we currently already have. Do I even have? That would help. Okay,
5,
we going over
4,
here.
3, 2, 1.
We over here.
Now why would you go and do something like that? Didn't you see the sign that said do not push that button? How will we finish testing with the
Look at my insane free potion. 8 seconds of uptime on that effect. Huge. And by huge, I mean not huge at all. In case you couldn't tell, I was being sarcastic, because I timed it rather poorly.
Run out.
Where's fucking sprinting that one? Fuck. Okay, flame suppressant is out, but look at all those fucking mines. God, I hate mines.
Area will self-destruct in 9
Fire onto the boss. Probably not rupturing here. So we'll just send the eviscerate. Because this bitch about to die.
Run out.
Fuck. Okay. There we go.
Wonderful! Positively marvelous results! Hull integrity
Okay.
0.9%. Barely a dent. Moving right along.
Oh gosh, I'm not sure if I updated the glyphs on the 80 upgrades for today's glyphs. Today's glyphs are expose, fan, and faint. Where the fuck?
Watch your step. Watch your step. Keep moving.
Good.
Watch your step.
Yeah, DPS a little slow here, I think. I used my 2 minutes right at the start, and then I had him up for phase 2, which means we had a fairly slow phase 1.
Where did I put? Oh, no, there it is. Thank you.
Okay. How many points on head in phase 3? Do they stay in phase 4? I don't know. Big hog damage. Nature Mancer coming through with a prime. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm gonna wait and see. And Callum trying to grab those, it looks like. Okay. Fire bullshit.
This area will self-destruct in 6 minutes.
Who's grabbing? PJ's got it, okay. Dunker bots. I don't have tricks for this bot.
This area will self-destruct in 5 minutes.
There we go. Who's my favorite rapper? That's a good question. Biggie Smalls is up there. Oh, no. Nasir Jones. I like Nasir Jones the best. Biggie Smalls also pretty fucking good, though, let's be honest. J. Cole and Kendrick? Oh my god. You're way too young. I don't even know who those people are. Okay, I know who they are, but they're like... Let's be real. They don't compare to Biggie and Nas.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Keep moving.
Oh god. I had killing spree going when the barrage started. I was a little bit concerned that it might force me into a bad position. Slice dropped.
Watch your step.
There we go. We're good, we're good, we're moving on. Ice Cube? Alright. Yeah, Ice Cube's alright.
It would appear that I made a slight miscalculation. I allowed my mind to be corrupted by that fiend in the prison, overriding my primary
Your
direction.
killing spree middle, you'll never be in a bad position as I keep telling. Wouldn't it just change targets? Like, isn't that how the spell works? Like, it just picks targets nearby you and goes to them? Okay. I was thinking about this earlier. Whether I should blast coolies here or not. I think I blast 2-minute coolies here. Roger. Nice clutch knockback. Holy fuck, I'm almost dead. Backing out. Oh, we had a spinner. There was a spinner going off. Praeteria coming through. How's it going? What is up? We are mid-run right now, getting towards the end of it. We got a little Vezax and a little Soggy Yoggy. We're at 1 hour 1 right now. This is our B team roster. More alts in this run than mains. The A team roster is going tomorrow. Zug Life, welcome to the chat. Says Ulduar pumping. Let's go, Simon. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna fucking blast. Okay. I think they're single pulling. Vezax trash. Yeah, I'm rocket booting though. That's for fucking sure. I didn't. I've got Taylor Cloak. I couldn't even do that. Okay, I should be far enough ahead. What did Algalon drop? Nothing good for me. That's all I know. Soggy Yoggy sounds like a good sandwich. Well, you see, look at his skin, okay? His skin looks soggy. Also, he hangs out in a pool of shallow water. It's just like, yeah, obviously he's soggy. I got first. That kick did not happen properly. Oh, someone got mind controlled, and I think No Stealth got killed by AoEs. That's unfortunate. Okay, here's the Void Beast. Easy, resist it. That's the best way to deal with it. Is just don't get knocked back because you resist it. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for anyone trying to cast a bullshit spell like that. Come on, come into the group, buddy. Come and share with the group. Oh gosh, I can't interrupt that one now. The volley is the really nasty one. But interrupting anything gets them to move. Okay. Not gonna killing spree here, so I can have it for the boss. I want it to do big threat on pull, so I can misdirect that threat into the tank. Mackie GZ, what's up? How's it going? He's pumping in Ulduar. That's what we're doing. Okay. Fix of the trade.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your destruction herald the new age on Sartharion.
Good. Oh, what? Okay, the goddamn speed potion wasn't supposed to go out there. But that's my fault. Well, obviously it's my fault. Oh, what I meant was the other things we did were good.
Interrupt 1.
Okay, there's 4 people dead already.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Something bad happened.
Interrupt 2.
Any fat loot? I literally haven't even paid attention to what dropped.
Interrupt 3.
It's just classic general Vezax and ranged griefing. Nothing really special to see here.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Fix tank.
Interrupt 3.
Do not have a lot of threat in this tank compared to Warlock.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
But my killing spree is going to line up with my next tricks here.
Interrupt
So that's
3.
nice. In 10 seconds.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Holy fuck, we need this. Uh-oh. Nope. Fuck, we were so close.
Interrupt 1.
God damn it. It was called out on voice. The Warlock's name was called out on voice.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Fix tank. Rocking it, Italian. How's it going? What do you mean your name popped up? Not on my... Oh, wait.
Interrupt 2.
Well, whatever. I gotta do this Vezax and not grief. That's what I gotta focus on right now.
3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Big rupture.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
What glyphs am I using in this speedrun? Yeah, I think I forgot to update the 80 upgrades. I don't know what the 80 upgrade says right now. But I'm on Expose, Faint, and Fan for my glyphs.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Did our hunter die? Do we not have a healing debuff on him?
Interrupt
We're
1.
literally not meeting the DPS check here.
Interrupt 2.
He's not going to be at 5% when the Animus spawns. Holy fuck.
Interrupt 3.
That's slightly embarrassing. Okay.
Interrupt 1.
Hunter's not dead, so we should
Interrupt
have...
2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
This is not a good
Interrupt
Vezax kill. It might not even be a Vezax kill. Let's see if we can salvage this.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
When 4 people died at the start, they said they talked about just wiping it,
Interrupt 1.
but they said we're gonna commit.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
What the?
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 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 Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Okay.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
This ain't it, boys. This is not the way we drew it up. This is not what we were planning on having happening here.
Interrupt 2.
But I think we can still kill the boss without
Interrupt
wiping.
3.
Evasion is ready, that's true.
Interrupt 1.
Who's next on threat? Simur, Rona Spreader are up next, so it wouldn't go directly to me if Tank dies.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Okay.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
What the? I just got fatality'd for 83,000 damage.
Interrupt 2.
Clean, guys. Let's go. Who else is hype for that kill? Dude, nice Vezax right there. Love to see good Vezaxes like that one. We're now at 113. It's not exactly what we were looking for. This is a GDKP? No, it's a guild run. This is our B roster. We're doing our A roster tomorrow. Yeah, I see I need to repair. I get it. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, I'll deploy. On the right. Okay, poison, and we'll redo the flask. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Okay.
1. The time to strike at the head of the beast will soon be upon us.
I'm going this way.
Focus your anger and hatred on his minions.
0 lights.
Let hatred and rage guide your blows.
That was a bad Tricks of the Trade. I didn't really need to do it.
Yes, yes! Show them no mercy! Give no pause to your attacks!
Got some extras.
Let hatred and rage guide your blows! Show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
Okay, I'll live this one. Okay.
Let hatred and rage guide your blows.
I'm not going to try to get between those. We can't risk extra spawns at this point. One of our range DPS game crashed, so they're immobile. Okay. Oh my god. Didn't get hit. Okay. Stricter, Corruptor right over there. Okay. We got 45 seconds until portals. Time to get a little bit of blasting in. So anyways, started blasting the tentacles. 30 seconds remain. We can hit this one. Oh, no we can't. Green beam. Holy fucking Corruptor tentacle. My tits. I'm on this one.
Madness will consume you.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
Bad news, sire.
Fuck, I got stuck on the lamp post.
Under Black Hand in this assault. They will stand together until Stormwind has fallen. Gul'dan is bringing up his warlocks by nightfall. Until then, the Black Hand
Okay, so we two-phase this right here. That's the plan. It's two-phase or wipe. When we go in a second time, we're not coming out unless it transitions or we get mind controlled. That's just how it goes.
The Orc leaders agree with your assessment.
Almost time. Oh my god, I'm so slow as combat. Whoa. Fucking tentacles, man. What the fuck? Look, it's right next to this tentacle of Yogg-Saron, is where my portal is.
Madness will consume you.
Okay. 72 sanity. Yeah.
Terrible glow.
Get fucked.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
Okay. Coming in here. We got it. We got it. Plenty of DPS in this group, guys. Plenty. Don't worry about it.
Look upon the true face of death, and know that your end comes soon.
Get in range of my warlock. Come on. There it is. That's what we want.
Suffering awaits.
Warlock. Probably tricks multiple different warlocks. That's would be smart. Or I can start using tricks to send him into the tank. Here's the adrenaline. I think we're gonna get it. This is looking good. Ads are mostly under control. Boss is dead. There we go. Pause. 122 in the B team. I mean, like... I mean... That General Vezax couldn't have gotten much better, let's be honest. I mean, let's just keep it 100. I think that was the world's fastest Vezax. Already kill Algalon? Yeah. Oof. Oh, boys! Okay. A couple of things that were good dropped, but I don't really know. I know at least the cloak dropped. Oh, cunning deception legs. Okay, okay. Those be actually good for us. Big combat item. But as usual, we're an alt, so. Yeah, the hard mode one did. My chat told me Drape of Icy Intent dropped. Okay. Windy, have you been keeping the chat entertained while I was focused on my 122 speed run? That's what I think has been going on. Thank you. Considering you fought Vezax for 30 minutes, that's gotta be pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that Vezax was a little yikes. Look at this dude. He's got a huge mouth and enormous teeth. Frostplate, Greaves, breastplate of... Oh, everyone passed on. I see. Enormous teeth. See? Or maybe you call them fangs. I don't know. See, look. It's sounding like some people forgot to loot a couple of things. They're going back to some of the, like, keeper chests or whatever to figure out if there was some loot left behind. But what we're waiting for is, to see if, we can, get any of this loot. Scale of Fate's Clutch. This is, I think, the loot from Thorim. That's not an Embrace of the Gladiator, though. Bro, what is so good about this trinket? Shattered Walkway. Observatory. What the hell is going on? Okay. Okay. You know, not a great run, not the worst run. 122 in the alt run. Pretty good. We got a 116 in the main run that involved a wipe on Oriaya. So, if we can do, you know, the main run without an Oriaya wipe, you know, we can do like 110 or below. Vanquisher. Alt upgrade. Alt Abyss, Grape of the Live, Alt Upgrade, Pass, Alt Abyss, Pass. I mean, it's kind of a side grade, really. Fly Code Alpha, Alt Abyss. Let's think a little bit more about that one. Pass. Do we want this? I think we kind of... I'll put... It's good for AoE. Kind of side grade for single target. Enter. Alt upgrade. Okay. Yeah, only the mains are gonna get to roll on the mount. Oh, look. What is this flower? Frost? Oh, there's a frost lotus right here. Is that good? Oh. I thought it was like black lotus. Oh, we got something. We got the shoulder. Let's see. The drape went to Bobussy, Hunter. So with the shoulder, we can swap Monolith off, and then we can swap into Mim's flight goggles, which are actually item level upgrade. Monolith to tier shoulders is like a side grade. The Monolith are like just a little bit better in like which secondary stats you get, but I'm gonna get more stats by switching this to here and then switching the tier piece in the shoulder. Bobussy. Yeah, dude, look at the hunter name. Bobussy. Don't worry about it. Bobussy cursed name? No. Dude, listen, it's fine. I think we actually... Did we, never mind. I was thinking about if we missed some loot somewhere or something. That's good. Think your hunter is gonna get some Giga gear here? Yeah. Well, they got the hard mode cloak, so that's really good. Let's see, no stealth got. Oh, no stealth was awarded Horologist wrist guards. I was like, wait, that's not a rogue item. For disenchant. I see. Now I see what's going on. Gauntlet's a protector. Gauntlet's a conqueror. Oh, Summonize 2 was awarded Drape of the Lithe for alt upgrade also. Let's go, Drape of the Lithe. / RC history. Summonize 2. Okay. Wait, this is from... There it is. Okay, I see now. Wow, this is way easier to see what the hell is going on. You're an officer? No. Oh, shit, main bis for no stealth? Hell yeah, Leggings of Cunning Deception. How do you see this? I don't know. I just did what Thor said. I typed / RC history. I was like 122 on my stream. Okay, Drape of the Lithe, good upgrade. Hit haste over there. And we'll switch this out, and we'll get the... Okay, I don't think there's anything else that's even potentially... Oh, wait, there's still Wrathstone. Oh, Wrathstone for Summer main upgrade. Yep, okay. Loot 1. Items replaced. Dropped by unknown. Wait, what if I go over here? Holy crap, there's a lot of names. LMNOPQR. Simonize all of the Simonizes. Drape of the Lithe. We got a Skyforge last week. That was, wait, no, that was 2 weeks ago. We got Skyforge and Fang. Not bad. The fuck? Can I get rid of this window? What? Close. There we go. Does this cape even look cool? That's definitely a hide cloak. Oh, No Stealth is rocking the same one, but he's doing show cloak for some reason. That's kind of yikes. Okay, we get that. And then we equip our Mim's flight goggles. And then we gotta go turn in the token thing. I don't think there's anything else for us here. Who gets Scale and Cosmos? Judel just grabbed the Cosmos right here. Iron Mender for Lockjay. I don't know about Scale. Getting the hell out of here, I think. We should get the hell out of here. Can you do me a favor after raid? Oh, you had the thing that you needed crafted, right? Right? You sent that to my main? You needed something crafted? Yep, okay. That's still mains only on Mim's head. Okay, hang on. We gotta craft something. Look, we weren't qualified to win the Mimiron's head because we're on an ult. Literally just logging out mid Mimiron's head roll. We need foot pads right here. Okay. Let's do it. Foot pads of silence. There we go. Reply. Foot pad. Send it. Okay. Now let's go back to Simon 2. Kind of lame unless you never play that ult. No, I mean, it's just like, that's how it goes. Like, when I go on my main, on the next day, is like I have better odds to get it on my main because none of the ults in that run are allowed to roll against me. It's basically just how like split rating works.
Citizens of Dalaran,
why is this gear set not... Oh, okay, yeah, that's what was wrong. Okay, we gotta go to the leather store to turn in the shoulder token. Fate's Clutch. Nope, nope. Okay. Langram's Leather and Links. This is our shop. Okay. Conqueror's Terrorblade Pauldrons. That's what we want. Boom. Right there. Okay, so now we go for this, and we go for that, and we go for that, and we're gonna need a helm enchant, a shoulder enchant, 1, 2, 3 gems, and we're gonna need another tailoring enchant.
It's up to each of us to prove this is a world worth saving. That our lives are worth living.
Wait. RC history, can we figure out this scale? Did that get assigned yet? It's like scale did not get assigned yet. This is the end of today. Fate's Clutch. Judel going away with the scale also. Okay. What are we doing? We need the Eternal Fires and the... Let's see. We gotta open up our tailoring window. We've gotta do a Spell Weave, which means we need Imbued Frostweave and 2 Eternal Fire. Imbued Frostweave. Okay, good enough. Wait, let me go in this window. Imbued Frostweave. 2. Okay, fine. Okay. Don't you ever get tired of Ronin RP? I don't know what you mean by Ronin RP. Eternal Fire. We need 2 of those. 1, 2. And now we need gems. Let's see, with this setup, yeah, we still don't have any. Yeah, it's going to be Bright, Bright, and Relentless. Bright, Bright, Scarlet.
Citizens of Dalaran,
1,
eyes to the skies and observe.
2 of those. And then Relentless, Earth,
Today our world's destruction has
Siege,
been averted in defiance of
Diamond. There we go. Okay.
Algalon,
Which of my characters... Now I gotta think about... I need an Arcanum of Torment, and I need a Greater Inscription of the whatever. Raise your eyes
judge the fate of our
to the
world.
sky. I don't see any stuff. It's just the ceiling, you guys. What are you talking about?
Races had deviated from the Titan's blueprint.
What are you guys talking about? Aw, dude, look at that. It all matches now with the red. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. I like that. Okay. Think Simon Bank is going to have some more? Let's see. Arcanum of Torment.
Talk to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we only have this one, which means we still need to go buy another shoulder enchant. I'm pretty sure this is the one that has reputation with the Frost Giants to buy the shoulders. I never remember which of my rogues it is. It's not my main. Sons of Hodir.
A planet where not everything had gone according to plan. Cold logic deemed our world not worth
Exalted. Okay, this is the one.
Cold logic, however, does not account for the power of free will.
Dude, this character is fucking juiced now. I got Pendulum and I got shoulder pads of the Intruder last week.
That our lives,
Time to fucking blast.
worth living.
Now, literally, we have more upgrades out of 10-man on this character than we do out of 25-man. In terms of, like, the magnitude of the upgrades, how much they'll increase my DPS by. Like, the belt and a boot blade is really big. Those are each, like, 150... wait, that might not totally be true. But whatever, here we go. We gotta go over to the Ice Giants. Gotta get everything enchanted and everything good. The Sunday run that Simon 3 goes in, this week they told me they're getting an Arms Warrior. Or wait, no, okay, so the combat rogue that usually goes on Sunday was not able to make it this week. So then I was like, listen, I can go combat if you guys need me to. I've got the gear for it. But then they said, nah, dude, just keep pumping and I'll bring in an Arms Warrior. I was like, my man. Time to just blast. It'd be actually insane. Like, if we did a 10-man and we got Bootblade to upgrade Kingsbane, and we got Soul Devouring Cinch to upgrade this thing, we'd just be so cracked on this character. Like, look at this. Hard mode, hard mode, hard mode, hard mode, hard mode. Like, Dark Matter, Algalon loot, Algalon loot, Algalon loot. Like, this one is stacked. Although, because the weapons are so bad, my main is still better geared than this character by a little bit. Like, the simulator has him a little higher. My main's rings are worse. My main's trinkets are a little better. My main has blood plus comets, which is better than blood plus dark matter. My main has boot blade plus blade twister, but my main does not have Embrace of the Gladiator, does not have Pendulum of Infinity. Those are big, big items for my main. The Embrace in particular is the really big one that's holding back my main. Look, I'm going to assume the reason why the group leader wanted to bring the Arms Warrior is because, I don't know, they had like 100,000 gold to spend or something like that. I mean, it's not whale level like me in last raid spending 230,000 gold, but you know, you take what you can get. Okay, Greater Inscription of the Axe, and we're just going to buy a couple extras. Yeah, was there... I apologize. I didn't really know if there were things that I was not supposed to expose. I assume when I'm exposing that I just expose everything.
That our lives are worth living.
Okay, we got that taken care of. Now we go back to Simon 2. What's up with the view bot, though? What do you mean, view bot? There is no view bot. What makes you think there's a view bot? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, our inventory's full. Get rid of this. Get rid of those. Good enough. Okay, now we have to venture to the Dragon Blight to be able to craft our spell cloth. Okay. Dude, this is the most annoying part about tailoring. Dude, you have to go to a specific spot in Dragonblight to be able to craft these magical cloths. And to make my sword guard embroidery, I need a spell weave. And to craft the spell weave, I have to go to the Azure Dragon Shrine right here. Oh, so lame. It's just like in Classic, where you had to go to a goddamn moonwell to craft your moon shroud. Or moon cloth, or whatever it was called. Well, let's get some of these gems in. We can solve a couple problems right now. Bright Scarlet Ruby, Relentless Earth Siege Diamond, boom. Conqueror's Shoulder, Bright Scarlet Ruby, boom. Now... we need this to happen, and we need that to happen. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna decide we don't need that guy. You got your first 99 parts last week, says Mackie GZ. Hell yeah. Top 1% of the entire game of rogues that are assassination or maybe combat, depending on what you are. But very nice. Congratulations. Okay. Finally, we made it. We craft our spell weave, and then we get a dope buff. Look at this. We actually can get world buffs. Haste rating 20, 30-minute buff. You can take that into raids if you want. It's just hard to make it work in Ulduar because, like, you usually stand around for a long time on Flame Leviathan doing, you know, nothing useful. Okay. Now we go back to... Oh, fuck. I didn't bring the other thread thing. God damn it. Okay. Well, whatever. Wait, I wonder if there's some magical thread you have to get. Does that invalid? Not last time I checked, they were not. They didn't care about it. Okay, we need Sword Guard embroidery. This is what we forgot to get: Eternium thread, and then we'll be able to enchant the cloak. Pretty good. We're still over expertise cap. We're still really hurting trying to get Embrace of the Gladiator. Still, bracers still suck, but we can get good bracers out of 10-man. The fluxing energy coils are really good for us. Those are off of XT Deconstructor. What else do we get out of 10-man? Loop of the Agile, Band of Lights. Those would be good. We get Dark Matter to upgrade Pyrite Infuser. We could get Gloves of Endless Dark also. Eventually we'll get enough non-tier items to break the 4-piece. Right now we kind of just shuffled around a little bit, going from using non-tier shoulder to non-tier helmet. That's a little bit better. Imagine getting every week for one boss these buffs for the 100 parts. I mean, you could just... If you, like... Flame Leviathan's the one boss that's, like, really difficult. That, like, screws you up. If you're gonna, like, teleport out of the raid and get summoned back, like, you can get both of these buffs. You can get a 20 haste rating one, and you can also get a 20 crit rating one. Technically, there's also a, like, restores health and mana one, too, but, that doesn't really matter. For a rogue, of course. Okay. Where are these buffs from? Tailoring. They're from tailoring. When you craft... Oopsies. When you craft your 4-day cooldowns, your Ebon Weave, Moonshroud, and Spell Weave. When you craft Spell Weave, you get 20 haste. When you craft Ebon Weave, you get a 20 crit for 30 minutes buff. And when you craft Moonshroud, you get, like, healing and mana restored buff.
Good day to you. Step on up. See you later.
Where's the...
Need something?
Bro, where is... here it is. This is what I was looking for. I was just blind. I didn't see it the first time. Okay. Shoulder. Arcanum of Torment for the helmet. Huge. Okay. That's some nice upgrades for Simon Eyes 2 here. Very cool. Do I drop Ingi or jewel crafting for tailoring? I mean, tailoring's... You know, tailoring stocks are down when you go, or sorry, jewel crafting stocks are down when we move into phase 3, because you'll be able to get, like, much higher quality baseline gems, so the jewel crafting gems aren't as big of an upgrade over them. I was always just going to go tailoring on my rogues throughout the whole expansion, because it's like, the difference between tailoring and jewel crafting, like, probably doesn't really matter, but, honestly, if you assume that you're using Nexus Residue, and I forget what the other one is called, if you assume those, that's almost another whole profession worth of benefit, right? 20 haste plus 20 crit, it's almost a whole nother profession. which makes it, like, by far the best if you're actually using those buffs. Do you play any other DPS? I have 3 rogues. I have a Frost DK, and I have a Warlock. But I don't play the Frost DK or Warlock very much. This is pretty much a rogue operation here on this channel. What does the Tailoring Enchant do? Oh, the Tailoring Enchant is dope. Sword Guard Embroidery, causing your damaging melee and ranged attacks to sometimes increase your attack power by 400 for 15 seconds. So it's an internal cooldown effect similar to your trinkets. It'll like pop up, you'll get your 400 attack power for 15 seconds, and then it'll go away for a while. You bother regemming when you switch between assassination and combat. Usually I have like a different gear set to be appropriate for each. Like I'll have 2 copies of Footpads of Silence if it's a character I'm planning to swap on, or I'll make other gear swaps to make it viable. Will there be Phase 3 BIS list anytime soon? Nope. Bro, like, we don't even have a date for a PTR yet, much less a date for the patch, so it's really just not a priority for me. So let's see. Tomorrow is gonna be the A-Team speed. Oh, God, dude, the reds... Gosh, the reds on this character just look cool, and it kind of goes with her hair, too. I like the red look on the tier shoulders. Okay, tomorrow is Ulduar on this guy, but unfortunately, we're not going to be using the glaives in Ulduar. We're going to be using weapons that don't suck ass. Even though the glaives are, like, BIS fashion choice, they're not BIS damage choice. Unfortunate. But look at this guy. Geared to the fucking teeth, look at that. Comet's Trail, Blood of the Old God, Inscribe Band, Metallic Loop. Got our Footpads, Cunning Deception, Soul Devourers. We're running 2-piece tier with the glove and the chest. We got Icy Intent, we got Intruders, Budding Carnage, Flight Goggles, Mechanist. We got Blade Twister and Boot Blade for the weapons. Very good. Yeah, this guy, this character fucks. This character deals so much damage. We'll be playing Assassination. Right now, he's in a combat build. We'll probably actually... So, like... You go and you do, you know, Iron Council, then Algalon. Then you go to Kologarn and you switch to combat. And then for Kologarn plus all of the trash up to Hodir, you stay combat. And then you go back to Assassination. And it's just... That's a pretty worthwhile swap. Haven't seen a single Blade Twister drop? Yikes. Oof. I'm sorry, man. That is rough. Oh, who's this? Crisps XD from Hivemind says, shout out to Mom and Dad and Reddit, he says. See, it's showing in my say chat. I'm sure his chat bubble popped up. What is up? Give him a little wave. How's it going, Crisps? There's 240 item level, dude. This character's awesome. Okay, so yeah, the plan is we play this character tomorrow evening, and then we've got 10-mans Thursday and Friday evening. Then Saturday we have a 10-man during the day, and then Sunday we have 25-man GDKP for Simon 3 in the afternoon/evening. The stream schedule is always on the Discord. Let me pull this up real quick. Here we go. And you always go, this is the Simon I Show Discord. You know it, you love it. Streams. Here's the stream schedule. Boom, right there. Excellent. That's what I've got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. You know, you guys know where to find the stream schedule. You guys know where to find me. I appreciate all the support you guys give me. Really, it means a lot to me that you guys choose to be here with me, choose to support me, so I can keep sharing my borderline unhealthy obsession with this game with you all. Let's go on Twitch and see who we can raid, who's live. doing some World of Warcraft that I can send you guys to. Let's check out my buddy Blazin' Bob. Blazin' Bob hosts the a classic podcast that Warcraft Reloaded that I've been on twice now. I always have a lot of fun on Blazin' Bob's podcast here. Looks like he's in Ulduar, about to pull XT in a 25-man Ulduar. Let's send the raid over. Okay, let's go have fun in Blazin' Bob's stream. I will see you guys later.
Value on them anymore.
Yeah, it's super weird now that I know how it works with how those mobs work.
Angry for this, if you get
Simonize, thank you for the raid, brother. Thank you.
And then it'll drop off an ad there. And if you get Gravity Well or Gravity Bomb, you go to the left, like.
Loved your video. You'll see. Not letting Slice and Dice drop off.
So you just drop it off.
Great video on what matters most.
As he pulls a bob.
What?
I was thinking it too.
What? What'd I do?
I just explained it to him before the fight.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah, dude.
Hey guys, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follows.
Was one explanation. I mean, I did also not listen.
Just trying to explain the fight.
I'm screwed. I just put a bleed on with 3 seconds left on the heart. That was so stupid.
It's ironic.
Damn, I messed up this pull. I messed it up bad. I'll catch up though. Started out good though. I was a little distracted by a huge raid from Simonize, but I'll take it any day, sir.
How that Palmer when you came in?
It's Farm Me the Dead.
Oh, okay.